Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer announced that military planning to safeguard a potential ceasefire in Ukraine has entered an operational phase, following a virtual summit with 29 global leaders. On Thursday, military officials are set to convene in London to establish comprehensive plans that will support a peace agreement and ensure Ukraine's long-term security, Sir Keir stated. This development comes after Ukraine agreed to a 30-day ceasefire, following discussions with the United States. Russian President Vladimir Putin expressed support for the concept, but outlined several conditions for peace. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who participated in Saturday's virtual meeting, emphasized the need for active pressure, not just dialogue. He underscored that Russia is the sole barrier to peace, adding, "The path to peace must be unconditional. If Russia resists, significant pressure should be applied until they comply. Moscow understands only one language." Zelensky also called for European nations to expedite the production of their own weapons and urged dialogue with the United States and President Donald Trump to accelerate a deal through full sanctions, robust pressure, and forcing Russia to pursue peace. After the virtual summit, Sir Keir remarked that the world requires actions, not just empty rhetoric and conditions. He criticized the Kremlin's hesitation and continued military aggression against Ukraine, stating that it contradicts Putin's purported desire for peace. Leaders concurred on Saturday that if Putin rejects an immediate and unconditional ceasefire, they would need to intensify pressure to force him to engage in negotiations. Sir Keir added that this would involve ramping up military assistance, tightening sanctions on Russia's revenue streams, and exploring all legal avenues to ensure Russia is held accountable for the destruction in Ukraine. On Thursday, Putin reiterated his support for a ceasefire, but raised concerns over specifics, such as whether it would allow Ukraine to rearm and who would oversee the truce. The participants in Saturday's call included NATO, the European Union, nearly 24 European countries, as well as Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Sir Keir confirmed that military leaders will meet later this week to develop practical plans for how their forces can assist Ukraine. "We will enhance Ukraine's defense capabilities and readiness to form a coalition of the willing to secure Ukraine on land, sea, and air in the event of a peace agreement," he stated. The concept of a coalition of the willing, introduced by Sir Keir earlier this month, has since gained support from countries like Japan. The Prime Minister has previously expressed his willingness to deploy UK troops to Ukraine as part of a peace agreement, calling for other European nations to commit to definitive security assurances, with a US backstop also necessary. Following the summit, Zelensky indicated that some form of boots on the ground might be required after the ceasefire, although he acknowledged there was skepticism about this idea. Finnish President Alexander Stubb, speaking to the BBC's Sunday with Laura Kuenssberg, said it was too early to discuss deploying troops as part of a security guarantee. He emphasized that Finland would contribute to defending a peace agreement, but noted that without a ceasefire or formal peace process, it was premature to commit to specific actions. "There are numerous ways to assist. Boots on the ground are just one option," he added. Since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, tens of thousands of lives have been lost.